Hello everyone and welcome back to our English class. Dear students, today I am here with English Kulmoha book of Standard 8, question answers of Chapter 6, Feathered Friend, authored by Sir Arthur Charles Clarke. So let us first of all take understanding the text, answer these questions. So let's take up question number 1. What were the two things that made Sven's construction job more difficult? Does the text say whether the hard work was worth the trouble? The answer is Sven's construction job was in space. The lack of gravity meant that the construction men would have to execute a skillful ballet mid-space in order to get the girders in the right positions. Making such maneuvers in a spacesuit was also a challenge for him. But the text suggests that the hard work was well worth the trouble. It was rather satisfying to lean back and admire the job they had so skillfully executed. Question number 2. Which lines in para 4 and para 6 tell us that Claribel had adjusted well to space? The answer is Claribel was well adjusted to the conditions of space, as the author notes in para 4 by saying that she was not worried, as most animals would have been, by the absence of gravity. In para 6, the author tells us that she had understood how to use to her advantage the absence of gravitational pull and fly around with minimal effort. He says, hanging in the air as motionless as a hummingbird and with much less effort. She did kind of backward loop. I'm sure no earthbound canary had ever managed. Let's take up question number 3. Read para 7 again. A. Does this paragraph imply that Claribel was the first bird in space? The answer is para 7 seems to suggest that Claribel was indeed the first bird in space, because otherwise Sven would already know the answer to how a bird would operate in a zero gravity condition. B. Why did Sven not get into any trouble for sneaking a bird on board the space station? The answer is Sven didn't get into trouble because there is no rule that explicitly forbid people from keeping pets in a space station. Sven had also been careful about not admitting the ownership of the cannery for several days. C. Sven's sheer scientific curiosity was part of the reason why Sven got Claribel onto the space station. Based on your knowledge of life on space stations, can you guess what the other reason was? The answer is the other reason, perhaps, was the desire for companionship. Life in a space station is lonely. One is isolated from friends and family, and most of the recreational activities become impossible or difficult to execute in a space station. In such a living condition, the singing of a canary and its bright, chirpy presence can enliven the daily life of the astronauts. So dear students, in this video, we'll deal with question number 1 to 3 only, and we'll take up question number 4 and 5 in the next video. Thank you for watching. Stay happy, stay safe. Goodbye.